Play Digital founder Bailey and her right-hand gal Jacci are the co-hosts of the What Day Is It podcast, the digital version of Happy Hour with your besties. They cover every girl problem, life struggle, and biz reality there is.
Bailey spent the past 7+ years building experience in the fashion space, eventually becoming the creative and marketing director for Privilege Clothing. She worked for former ABC's Bachelorette Jillian Harris and globally known brand Lululemon. She's also the founder of the relatable brand State of Grace. Glow Radio is a podcast for sassy entrepreneurs who are in the process of quitting their much-hated day job to work for themselves full-time.
You can expect weekly conversations with unapologetic creatives, business owners, and influencers.
We discuss tips on how to reach your goals, manage your time, and keep your sanity while being a major boss babe.
We are Jacqueline and Clara, your favorite hype women who will cheer you on and push you to create the life that you want. We have helped entrepreneurs make meaningful connections to grow their businesses. Glow Radio has been seen in Oprah Magazine, Thrive Global, and Pop Sugar Fitness.
We hear you, girl. By popular demand, we have created a freebie for you entrepreneurs who don't want to waste time or money, but want to start your own podcast. It is only 7 simple steps, and you don't need to break the bank. Make sure you stay with us until the end to find out how to get your copy.
Hit that subscribe button and follow us on Instagram at Glow Radio Co.
Stay sassy, babes. Before we dive into this episode, we want to thank Red Earth Beauty for partnering with us. Red Earth is a beauty company with Australian roots. They embody raw beauty and confidence with a bit of attitude, something we can definitely get behind.
We love that their products are rich with antioxidants and made with natural ingredients. If you want to upgrade your routine with fun and uncomplicated beauty products, use our code XOGLOWUP for 20% off your first order at redearth.com. Hello. Hello. Oh my god. Okay. Hello, Glow fam. Welcome back to another episode. Today is very exciting because we have another podcast duo on our podcast from What Day Is It?
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Hello.
Woo! So we have Bailey and Jacci, and we're going to chat with them today about life.
That little thing called life. Don't really have it mastered, but we'll talk about it.
We were just joking about how we're like the same duo.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're just like looking in a mirror right now.
100%.
And P.S. we are drinking organic rosé, and it's like 10 a.m.
Organic.
I know.
Keyword organic.
Makes us feel better. It's fruit salad.
Yeah,
It's breakfast.
exactly.
It's okay if it's organic.
Yeah, right?
That makes it everything okay.
How does rosé become organic?
Grapes.
So there's just no...
There's no pesticides and
Okay,
stuff.
gotcha. I've never heard of it. Ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, organic
There's so
wines
many
are
organic
like,
wines.
Really?
Yeah, they give you less of a
I think
hangover.
I always
Yeah.
I opt for the $10 bottle.
That's your problem.
That's the problem, guys.
That used to be me, actually, but now I'm like, I'll pay $5 more.
Jackie's just drinking naked grape.
Ew.
Or barefoot.
Or
I used
barefoot,
to.
yes.
I used to like 5 years ago. That's
Oh
how I
my
started
God.
on wine.
The
Doesn't
worst.
everyone though?
I guess so.
I think
Maybe.
so.
The
Yeah.
Moscato, barefoot Moscato.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Moscato,
Yeah.
totally.
When you're
that green
underage.
bottle with the foot on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would get one of those before a party in high school and drink the whole thing.
Tasted like juice.
No way.
Well, actually, no, I had Bacardi Breezer.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I was on
liter.
the grower cider train.
Oh,
the
okay,
one
okay, okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's gross, but I think I drank that Smirnoff Ice stuff.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
gross.
Now that's like a punishment.
It was
Yeah.
like, let's
Yeah.
just chug
Oh,
it.
God.
I think all of those are punishments.
Gross. Alrighty, so why don't you ladies tell us about yourselves and how you started your podcast and your other company, Play Digital, too. We're interested.
Yeah, so Play kind of came first, so I'll start there.
Okay.
I was working in the fashion industry for a local company, and I had been there for about 7 years. And I was doing like marketing social media for them. And I always had people coming up to me asking me like, is this something that you would be able to help other brands with? And I was like, I don't have the time. Like, this is my full-time job. And as I kind of stayed with that company, I noticed more and more people were asking. So it kind of clicked in my brain to be like, okay, wait a minute, like maybe there's something here. And then I kind of felt like I had reached my potential with that company. So I took the leap and just started Play, and it's been amazing. So I work with brands and help them with anything from social media to web design to graphic design to influencer relations. And Jacci started with me like right after I started the business in July of last year, and she started with me in August. So like right off the get-go as an intern. And now she's our influencer lead and manages all of our brand and influencer relationships. So that's kind of how we met. And then the podcast came about because I had been on a podcast in my previous job, helped them kind of get that off the ground. And Jacci was always asking me like, and people were asking, will you ever start your own? I was like, no. As you guys know, it's so much work. And I was like, people just hear the episode and they think that's all there is to it. And I'm like, no. So you kept bugging me.
Well, I think we had a conversation. We were going downtown for a Christmas party, and one of your clients asked if you were going to do it in the car. Tattered Threads, Sasha.
Oh, what Christmas party?
And I remember it so specifically, guys, because I was in the back seat, and then she asked her, and Bailey was like, I don't know, like, who would I do it with? And I was like, me? Hello? I was like, let's do it. And she was like, I don't know. And then, like, I think maybe, like, 3 weeks later, she was like, do you want to do it? This is like mid-January.
She gave
No,
in.
not even. It was probably like a week or two later because we launched end of January.
Yeah, so I was so dead set against it in my mind just because I was like, I don't have the time. Like, I just launched this new business. Like, I can't be taking energy and focus away from that when I just started it to do this podcast that's going to take up all my time. And as much as, like, I love doing it, that was just my biggest fear. And then one day I was just like, screw it. Like, let's do it. And I called her up. I'm like, okay, we're doing it. Let's come up with a name. And then, like, a week later, we launched it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It all happened so fast, but I feel like it was just kind of meant to be.
Yeah, it was. Like, we got the name right off the bat. And then from there, the momentum kind of kept going. And we knew people who we wanted to have on.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Yeah, I think having the experience of having done one before definitely helped because there's no way we would have been able to do it in a week if I hadn't had that knowledge. But yeah, we just go big or go home. Here we are.
We need to tell them about, like, outside of that, like, your life.
That is my life. Work is my life.
You didn't introduce yourself.
Okay, yeah.
And your daughter.
I'm Bailey Stanworth. I'm dysfunctional human. Yeah, no, I am an entrepreneur, obviously. I'm a dog mom. My little baby Banks, she's a psycho, but I love her.
You forgot about State of Grace.
Also, why don't you introduce me?
This is us.
Tell us all.
So I also have another brand called State of Grace, which is cheeky, kind of like, I always say it's designed for life's less graceful, more relatable moments. So we have coffee mugs, candles, zip bags, blankets. We're kind of opening up some new categories in the new year, but I'm really excited about that. So I work a lot.
When did you create that business? Like, was that before?
So that was the first one, yeah. So I
Okay.
had a business partner in that. It started about 5 years ago, and then when I started Play, I took it over on my own.
Okay.
So a lot of change happened for me last summer, but I'm just somebody who, if I'm going to do something, I'm just going to do it and figure it out, and it's all seemed to work.
That's awesome.
Okay, so how am I supposed to follow that? Every time I'm always like, shit, I need to go first. I do not have 3 businesses. Like, I'm not. But I'm Jacci Rye. I'm the co-host of What Day Is It? Influencer lead for Play Digital. And I'm a new dog mom, guys.
You are.
I just rescued a puppy. His name's Harvey. I'm so excited. What else? I have a boyfriend. We live together. I play field hockey. But, like, yeah, I just found Bailey through a friend when she launched Play Digital, and I just kind of, like, shot my shot, basically, and was like, do you need someone? She was like, yeah, and then...
I was like, free labor, score.
I'm also a server at a restaurant, so...
Yeah,
Cool. Like 2 jobs, we work hard together.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah.
But how did you decide to intern, like, for
So
Bailey?
I originally went to school just in general studies at Kwantlen, and I really just hated it. I think one of my first courses was like anthropology or philosophy, and I was like, I'm going to die in this class.
Yeah.
So me and my mom kind of just like explored some programs there. I jumped into the fashion marketing program. I just literally my mom was like, what about this? And I was like, no, and I put it off, and then I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Like, it's something that actually interests me. So the Wilson School of Design, actually here in Richmond, I went to the fashion marketing, got my diploma, and then I graduated last August. And right around that time, Bailey launched Play, and I just was like, if I'm not gonna, I don't know, I just feel like we were taught in school that you have to work to get something, and it's not just gonna be handed to you, and if you have to intern for a few months, then like so be it. And like that's how it was with her. Like I put in the time and like showed her I could work hard, and then as soon as she could pay me, she did. So
Yeah.
Woohoo.
So how do you manage your times with all these things that you're juggling?
What
right
do you
now?
mean? What
Yeah.
is that?
It's really hard.
What is sleep? I don't know.
No, I know. Honestly, it is really, really difficult. I think, like for me, I definitely try to time batch things where I can. It's a daily practice. Like I don't do it every day. But I definitely don't have it down pat. Like if I'm focused on something that's really important with Play, like State of Grace might take a back burner for like 2 days, or it's, like with what day is it? It's so nice to have. I mean, you obviously work with me on the other brands, but it's so nice to have a partner in the podcast because we really can split things up where Play, like at the end of the day, that's my responsibility. So I just have to, sometimes you have to sacrifice things with friends, and sometimes you have to stay home or like stay up till 2 a.m, but I love it. So it kind of keeps me motivated that way.
And you do such a good job at it. I don't know if I could do everything that you do, honestly. I don't know. Like, I'm pretty busy, but Bailey's busy. She works, like, 9 to 9 every single day from her couch.
Goodness.
And she stays focused, and I could not do that.
I don't know about that, but thank you.
I mean, some days she's like, do you want to leave early and go get margaritas?
Yeah.
And I'm like, sure.
I feel that so hard. That's like my life.
What about you, Jackie? What do you do on your spare time then?
In my spare time that I, like, never have, because I work nights. So I usually work 7 days, sometimes twice a day. So if I have spare time, it's usually just hanging out with my boyfriend watching, like, Game of Thrones or binge watching a show.
Yeah.
Now that I have a dog, it's kind of adding something extra to the plate. But I'm excited to have him. So.
She also really likes to take baths.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is so me.
I
That
love
is, I'm like a
baths.
bath girl.
Yeah.
And I'm the working from 9 to 9 girl.
I said that you were Jackie and you were me. I already called
Literally.
this.
Let me go get my jean jacket.
I take 2 baths a day.
Oh my
you guys.
god,
She
okay,
does.
that's next
Oh
level.
my gosh.
I do a face mask in
Every
the bath.
day. Every day.
Not every day,
Okay.
like, you know, it's like whenever I can.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love a face mask in a bath with a candle and a glass of wine.
Yeah, that is my life. Oh my god, that is too funny.
But like, yeah, I don't really have a lot of spare time. It's.
Okay, wait, and you're a night person and you're a morning person?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're us.
This is
I'm
crazy.
the
so
6
funny.
a.m. rise and
Yeah,
grind girl. Let's
same.
get it done, girl.
Oh my god, that sounds like the worst thing in the world. Oh my god.
That's so funny.
I love it.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
how it just works out like that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like our dynamics are very similar
Yeah.
too then.
It's a good balance.
Twins.
Who cheers who on?
Both.
Yeah.
Like we just egg each other on, right? Like
Yeah.
someone
I mean,
will be
she's
down, you just be like,
If
go
we're
ahead.
drinking, she's the pusher for sure.
Yeah, and you don't
I'm
drink,
just
so like.
Yeah.
Very seldom,
Very
yeah.
special occasions,
Yeah.
she will.
I mean, I drink. That's our difference. But
Yeah, but like you don't want to drink as much as me ever.
oh no.
I'm always like, drink more, drink more. And she's
Oh,
like,
that's
no.
me. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm the alcoholic.
Same.
We're gonna have to break into astrology soon.
I know. Oh my god. I'm so
Oh my
god,
curious.
yeah, when
Just
we get there,
diagnose each other.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited to find
I'm
out.
so curious. Okay, we'll save that for later. But okay, next question. How did your friends and family react when you wanted to start your business?
Honestly, they were so supportive. I think it was a little different when I was fresh out of high school and like I didn't want to go to university. Because I just feel like I'm somebody who learns, like I'm very visual. I learn very hands-on and getting experience versus sitting behind a desk. And they were like, no, get like your degree or like get a business degree or something. And I was just like, fine, like I'll go for a year. So that was kind of where I had to fight them a little bit. But when I started play, I think at that point they had seen like I'd worked hard, like I'd learned a lot, I'd made a lot of connections, I'd already kind of been in the industry that I wanted to be in. So at that point, they were like, you should be working for yourself. If you're going to work as hard as you're working, like you should be building your own brand. And so my family was incredibly supportive, and I'm very, very fortunate.
That's awesome.
Her dad's so amazing.
I
He'll
love my
show
dad.
up at 5 a.m. if she needs
Yeah,
help.
he helps me like unload boxes, or if
That's
I'm doing a
amazing.
pop-up, like he'll be there. Yeah, he's like my biggest supporter.
That's
That is
awesome.
so sweet.
And then how about you, for Jackie, when you were choosing your career path, how was that like?
If you're enjoying this episode so far, please comment Glow Up on YouTube and leave us a review on iTunes.
Give us 5 stars or we will find you.
We will!
I mean, my mom was always so supportive of me finding something that I loved. So that was never really an issue at all with her. So I literally can't even say anything. She was the one that suggested the fashion marketing program. So it's not like your typical route. Like, you know, some families want people to do business or like medical, but my mom was like, just do what makes you happy, do what makes you get up in the morning.
Your mom's
Oh, I
also
love
like,
that.
That's so sweet.
yeah, your mom
love
also
it.
does so many different things herself. Like she really chases her passion. So I think that she's really instilled that in you.
Yeah, definitely. She's starting her own podcast.
Oh my god!
That is so cute.
awesome.
Are you guys going to help her out?
Oh, yeah, she's
Give her
already
some
been
tips.
on, and, like, yeah, she'll call me every now and then and ask me to listen to her intro or listen to her outro.
I
What
love
is she
it.
going to talk about?
She wanted to start doing restaurant reviews, but then she's kind of switched it, so, like, anyone who owns a business, she just wants to chat with them.
That's fun.
I know, I'm excited for her.
Oh,
She has a dragon mom.
tiger mom, tiger Asian mom.
sorry.
What does that mean?
Oh,
Tiger
what does that
Asian
mean?
mom.
It's like an Asian mom.
You know, like the
I don't know.
stereotypical, like, you need to do
Oh.
this and
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
But my mom's super chill.
Yeah,
She's
your
just
mom's
like, you do
pretty
you,
chill.
boo-boo. And I'm like,
I love
okay, sure.
Wait, what do you guys do?
I'm a personal trainer right now, but previously I've been like everywhere. I've been a cook in the kitchen. I've helped build residential homes, just like single homes. I was a project manager for that. I've worked at car dealership. Like it's everywhere. I've tried everything.
I
like
love it, but you get experience kind of from everything.
Exactly.
Like I've had really random ass jobs. Like I worked for Ritchie Brothers Auctioneers doing insurance registration. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
super random and so not me. But like
But like you learn little things along the way
Oh,
that
yeah.
you're like, oh shit, I can be my own boss because
Yeah,
now I know all
100%.
these little things, right? So
Oh, that's so
What do
good.
you do?
Well, a bunch of things right now. Before, I did go to school for marketing. So I did business school, and then I worked in, like, fashion marketing for a little bit. And then
Wait, fashion marketing?
Yeah.
Did you go to KPO?
No, like,
Oh.
I just studied marketing, not
Okay.
fashion
Okay.
marketing, but then I did it after. And then I also became a personal trainer for, like, 5 years. So I was doing that. And then I started dabbling, I guess, in, like, the YouTube influencer stuff. And then now I'm just an entrepreneur because I quit my previous marketing job because I hated it. And then now I have this, a lash extension business, and the YouTube stuff, and, like,
Oh my God,
some
cool.
other side
Love
things.
it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I totally flipped on you.
Yeah, no,
were you used to asking the questions?
Yeah,
An actual
no, it's good.
podcaster.
we like to keep everything conversational,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just like I'm asking you
Good.
seconds now. So you need to tell me now.
You need to tell me.
So how do you split up the tasks between the two of you? Is it fair, or like do you do the same things, or is it like
No.
like for sure you're one person's better at this, the other person's better?
honestly,
at
I
that?
feel like we're still figuring it out.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I feel like I kind of just tell you what to do.
Yeah. We
I'm
don't
being
do the
honest.
same thing at all.
I'm a little bit OCD and like a control freak, and also like my background really is in this, so I feel like I'm just like, this is what you can do, like do this, take this. But we're still like trying to find out the systems because right now we're just kind of doing it in the moment, and I think we really would like to get ahead of the 8 ball rather than chase it. So that's a little bit of a work in progress for us.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
We're still a
hard.
work
It's
in
so hard.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
And like sometimes it's just great because you do know, like, say something happened and I wasn't able to help out as much one week. Like I know Jacci would be fine picking up the slack.
Yeah.
Or, like we have that trust in each other and like that mutual respect that I definitely know that it's not like one person expects more out of the other, wouldn't be there to help out.
Yeah, I think it's also hard that I'm only working 3 days a week for her, and then I have my other job, because, like, I would love to fully commit on my time, but unfortunately, like, I need to pay my bills, too, you know?
The struggle is real.
The struggle is so real.
Yeah, we feel you. We recently just quit our jobs, and we're like, screw it, we're gonna do this full time, let's go for it.
You kind of have to. Like, Bailey made that jump twice.
It's scary. Like, you just have to trust in yourself that you are going to put in the work. Like, as long as you're able to do that, I feel like you figure it out. Like, there's going to be days where you're probably crying or pulling your hair out or, like, getting stress acne, but you just have to do it. And, like, if you want it bad enough, then you'll figure it out.
That's so good. I needed that. That's like me, like, 2 days ago, crying.
Oh, yeah. No,
we
I
have,
still...
like, roller coaster yo-yo, like,
all
moments.
the time. So what is your day-to-day like now?
It's so different every day. I feel like, so like typical day, I'll try and explain it. So I wake up, usually my dog wakes me up by licking my face. Classic. And then
every time.
Every day, and then I have to feed her breakfast. Like, that's the first thing that I do when I wake up. And take her out. And then I go straight for my Nespresso machine. Like, get in my bloodstream caffeine. So I do that, and then usually I'll put on some music and just start answering emails, like, just right away. I just like to feel productive in the morning. If I'm anxious when I wake up, I won't do that. I just kind of listen to my body, and, like, I'll just sit and chill out, or, like, listen to a podcast, or just something that's going to kind of start my day off on the right foot. And then from there, either it depends if Jackie's working, she'll come over, work with us. Like, I say us, like Banks is a person.
Her dog.
That's so funny.
Or sometimes I'm on the road for meetings, meeting with clients. We call them players. And then other days we're podcasting. But usually, like, I'm up at, like, 6 in the morning, and then I go to bed around, like, 10 o'clock.
Wow, that's early.
Yeah. Well, I, like, get into bed at 10 o'clock. I don't fall asleep by then. But, yeah, so I just, it's kind of
it's honestly
different every day.
Which is what I like about working with Bailey, is every day changes. So, like, usually I'll wake up, now I have a dog. Literally, it's been, like, 3 guys.
I know. She literally texted me today. She's like, my hair's in a bun, dog mom life. I'm like, wow.
Dog mom struggle.
Really taking this to a whole new level.
But usually, okay, let's do before dog life. Usually I wake up and I literally walk straight to the bath and I have a bath.
In the morning, wow.
That's such a good idea.
I need to do that.
It gives you time to wake up, and, like, drains your face, so you're not puffy, and, like, you get all warm. Some days, if I'm, like, up to it, I'll make breakfast and a coffee and have that in the bath.
It's my favorite when I get videos of her. I always know she's in the bathtub, and then she'll just be eating with, like, coffee.
Oh my god, that is so amazing, actually.
And then I just kind of, I don't know, it depends. Yeah, like, if I'm working for Bailey, I'll probably head straight there in, like, sweats and an oversized hoodie, my hair in a messy bun. Or if I'm not working for Bailey, I try and go to the gym, or hang out with friends, because I don't have a lot of free time. So, like, my daytimes are usually, like, something, that's the time of the week where I hang out with friends. Or, like, like, that's it. Then I come home. I don't know, it depends. Like, if I'm working with Bailey, I come home, make dinner, or, like, my boyfriend makes dinner, we'll eat it, and then we'll watch, like, Game of Thrones, because we're binge watching that.
You put in there that you'll eat it. As if you're going to make dinner, and then just throw it out.
I'm just going to watch it and be from a distance.
Yeah, good. Yeah, anyway. Then I'll have a bath before bed.
Oh my goodness.
Or if I'm working as a server, then I'll go to work, serve, come home, have a bath, go to bed.
She'll have baths at like 2 in the morning when she gets off work.
Oh my god. Well, if you're going to the gym, do you have a bath before the gym?
No, not really. Like,
That's
if
a solid question. I've never asked that.
If I want to know.
These are on, like, we need to know.
If I'm going to the gym right away, no, I'll just wash my face and go, and then I'll come home from the gym and have a bath. But if I'm like, say I have a few things to do before, then I'll always have a bath, do my things at the house or, like, out, and then I'll go to the gym.
You should ask her how she washes her hair.
Oh my god, Bailey.
No, how do you wash your hair?
Now we need to know.
Like a baby does. Like, I put it under the tap. Like,
in the bathtub.
Yeah.
That's scary. I feel like my neck hurts just thinking about that.
I don't know, I'm so used to it. I've been doing it for 23 years.
Oh my
But, like,
god.
where do you sit? Like,
I lay on my
details.
I lay on it.
You know what we need to do for, like,
I'm not
YouTube?
doing a video.
No, we're doing a video. I'm sorry.
Please,
It's happening.
I would watch that.
I need a tutorial.
Oh, yeah, how to wash your hair.
But some days I don't wash my hair for 3 days.
Yeah.
So some days I don't
Hashtag dog mom life.
Yeah, hashtag
We'll
dog mom
call
life.
the video "Living the Jacci Life" part 1. Best.
It's gonna be so embarrassing.
I can't wait.
It won't be. It would be
It'll be
amazing.
so amazing.
As long as
It's
you
gonna
guys
go
are
viral.
watching.
Yeah.
It's viral.
We
Honestly,
will watch
I think
it. We'll
would.
repost.
Oh,
Yeah. We'll give you a
Please
shout
don't.
out.
Please don't repost.
Please don't. You like untag yourself.
Aside from the intense hair washing, what are some of the most challenging parts that you feel for your role right now that you're doing?
Okay, I want to go first.
Okay.
Give me a talking stick. I think, like Bailey was saying, like she has a little bit of OCD. I don't think that. I just think she really is invested in her business. So something I struggle with working with Bailey is like basically effing it up. Like I don't want to ever do that.
Yeah.
Because it's just me and her.
Okay.
So if something goes wrong and like it's on my watch, then like we both feel that. And then
Yeah.
she never makes me feel that way, and I know she's gonna jump in and say something really nice right now. Like she'll never make me feel that way, and she's always super understanding. But like it just sucks being only having her. And
I know that pressure. Like I have had that in past jobs
Yeah.
too. But also like I know if a mistake happens, it's a mistake at the end of the day. Like it might be frustrating, and like you might have to obviously do damage control or figure it out. But like no one's dying.
Yeah.
Like the world's not ending, and everything I do think is fixable if you go about it the right way. I think it's all in how you kind of respond to things. So
yeah, I don't know. It's just
but yeah,
something-
also it'd be cool if you don't.
But if I don't fuck up. You know, like if I mess up when I'm serving, there's hundreds of people that work above me, and I'm not letting one person down. And then it's just me and her.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
You're
like...
not letting me down.
No, I know that, but like my brain doesn't let me think that.
Yeah.
So that's just my biggest struggle, I
Yeah.
think, for sure.
That's real.
But it's good to know intentions are never bad.
Yeah.
Nobody
100%.
ever is like, I'm going to wake up and fuck you up. Well, maybe some people.
Okay,
but-
well.
Be like, let's go to the parking lot, Jack. Actually, I don't want to fight her.
I could beat her up. I could
Take
beat
it
her
back,
up.
yeah. Listen to one of our episodes and you'll understand.
That's too funny.
What's your biggest struggle?
Honestly, balance and focus. Like because I work so much, I think that it's definitely really difficult at times to stay focused or stay creative, even because you get so in the zone or you're just working so hard that like the creativity is harder to kind of come by. So like I definitely try to unplug or take breaks if I notice that like I'm struggling or just like doing the same thing and like not knowing what I'm doing. To kind of reset.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely really hard. And then just having like the 3 different brands and really balancing all 3 of them, that is a struggle. But like I've kind of had to let that go also at the same time, because I don't think I'm ever going to master that. I really truly don't like the word balance, because I think there's a pressure to kind of achieve it, and I don't think that putting that pressure on yourself is good, like we're realistic, and I think once you kind of let that go, you get more balance, which is ironic.
Yeah.
I totally feel that. I'm always like trying to find balance, and then I get more stressed out, and then I'm like
Yeah, it's so counterproductive.
It's like you're striving for that perfection.
Yeah,
like 1/3 of my day is gonna go to this, and then but
Yeah.
there's always gonna be stuff that comes up, and then you're gonna have to scale back and like change your thing, and then you're all like, oh, this is not balanced
Yeah.
anymore.
100%. I used to like plan out my day and my calendar, like down to every single thing I was gonna do, and I noticed it was never happening the way I planned it, and I was like, I'm just feeling disappointed, so I just stopped doing it, and I still am as productive. I get all the things done, but that expectation, not having it there, just helps me mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
That's
good. I think I have a bad habit.
I think we all do.
Yeah, I think
Like by 2 p.m. something needs to be done.
no.
Then you're like, don't, because you have something else to do,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, I hate my life.
Yeah.
There's always something to do. Always.
Okay, let's switch it around now. What would you say is your best achievement that you've had to this day?
I mean, definitely taking that leap and starting my own business. It was the scariest thing I've ever done. Like, I didn't have a savings when I did it, and I just kind of had to trust and believe in myself and work hard. And I mean, I'm here, and there's still so many things that I'm excited about and so many ideas that I have with it. So that's really cool. And then every time I see somebody like with a State of Grace product, that it's just such a special feeling. Like, this idea in your head is now something that somebody decided to like take time out of their day to go online, to buy it, to pay for it, and then to use it. Like, that just to me is so rewarding.
That's awesome. When you first started, you said you didn't have savings. So like, what were you living at home? Like, what did you do?
So I didn't have savings. I own my own condo. Like, I have a mortgage. So I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay this, but here goes nothing.
Oh my God.
I was like, worst case, like I sell it and I move back in with my dad, and like I have to be okay with that, like knowing that could happen. But I was just like, I do believe in myself enough to not let that happen. It was so scary, but I definitely didn't just do it. I thought about it and I processed and like budgeted and like thought, okay, if I need this amount of clients, or I need to charge this much to like make sure that I'm covered like all my basic living needs. And I was like, okay, I definitely like, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to make it happen. And I also, like, when I did leave my job, I had a little bit of a buffer because I had a lot of respect for the team that I was working with. I didn't want to just give 2 weeks and leave. Like, I'd been there almost 7 years. And so I was like, the day I decided it was going to be something to pursue, I told them and was like, I want to give you as much time as you need, and I also need that time. So like, I'm hoping we can work together, and I was fortunate enough to have that. So like, it was a kind of a 3-month process. So it really gave me that little bit of buffer and time to prepare and like slowly reach out to clients and like have that. But yeah, it was scary.
That sounds scary.
Yeah,
What was your
major.
how did you get your first ever client?
So that was Chelsea King Scrunchies. I had a relationship with her. I've worked with her before, and like I've been a customer of hers, and I just reached out to her and she was like, yeah, I'd love to. So she was like the first person that I ever signed as a client. Yeah. And she's still a client to this day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. We're like, So what are some of your future goals
Ooh.
for the both of you?
I think for me, I really want to leave the service industry because that is a trap in itself.
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm not kidding, guys. Tips are a trap. So, I want to leave the service industry. I mean, of course, it'd be amazing if I could go full-time with Bailey, but we don't really know what's going on right now, and I'm happy doing part-time with her. So
Pressure's
we
on.
we talk about it all the time.
We're just going to cut the tension.
But she
drink my
knows
rosé.
that I would love to go full-time for her.
Yeah.
But I respect that she can't do that right now.
Yeah.
But I want to start my own business eventually. So I've been actually like thinking about going back to school lately and going to do some web development, but I don't really know. I'm kind of just like feeling it out. This is literally like within the last 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm going back to school, but I'm like, wait, I don't have money.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Find like a small little demo course or something.
Yeah, that's
just
it.
like dip your toe in.
It's actually funny because I ran into someone serving them, and they were telling me about a few courses I can take that are reasonably priced. So I'm gonna look into that for sure.
Yeah.
But I want to do my own online store one day.
Hell yeah.
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 Just saying, just do it. You just gotta do it.
I know. I just think I need a little more education first before I can take that leap for sure.
Okay, goals. I mean, I definitely try not to set too many because again, it goes back like this is just my personality. I'm so kind of that perfectionist, like type A personality that if I don't do something I say I'm going to do, I get disappointed. So like I don't really set too many firm goals, but like I definitely have creative ideas that I would love to implement.
Yeah.
So State of Grace, right now I'm working on doing some collaborations, which I'm really excited about. And I just want to keep growing that and like going into new categories, which I am exploring right now. So that's kind of a goal for that brand. Play, I have a bigger idea of something that I would like to do in maybe like the next 2 years. I'm not sure if I'm ready to like put it out there, but it's definitely more community based and a little more interactive. And then also, like, I would love to eventually do playcations, which would be, like, traveling with brands and influencers and doing something there. And then I really want to scale the brand. Like, I would love to bring Jacci on full-time. Like, that's 100% a goal. And then to, like, be able to have a team and, like, an office, because right now we just work out of my home. So that's something that I see for that company. And then for our podcast.
Oh, my God, I was going to say, jump in after.
I think we're on the right track, and I really just want to see us keep growing. Like there's some goals. Like I have a mentor right now who's mentoring us for the podcast, and I think that working alongside her is going to be really beneficial, and I would love to like get us on a network one day, and
we're going to get on a
Yes.
network one day.
There's a specific one, so, but yeah.
I mean, our podcast doesn't even feel like work, so if that could just be support us for the rest of our life,
Yeah.
I'm game. Like, I would love it.
Yeah, but we also don't do it for the money. Like, we do it because, I mean, what money right now? But
No,
we do it to
100%.
connect with people. Like,
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that you sit down, you put your phones away, you actually have a conversation with people. Like,
Yeah.
we get to meet you, we get to meet so many other amazing, talented creatives that it's really beneficial.
Totally. Oh, I love that.
We're gonna be the next Oprah. And
Yeah,
Ellen,
we're gonna be the next
like,
Oprah.
We're gonna have a talk show.
We are not that functional.
So, we would not last in a talk show.
No.
Oh my God.
I think you guys would
I think you would.
You think?
Yeah.
We just wouldn't be Oprah or Ellen.
No,
It'd
definitely
be like
not.
5 minutes of bickering a little bit.
A little
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
There's shows
More
like
like
that.
10 minutes.
It's like, you forgot to ask this. Damn
You
it.
forgot.
Yeah, that's her yelling at me.
Yeah.
That's me.
All right, so moving on to some more random questions to get to know
I
your
love
personality a
random
bit
stuff.
more. This is the juicy question.
Yes.
I want to guess first. Okay, we're going to talk about
Okay.
astrology.
Oh, yes.
Wait, we judge.
Yeah, wait, I want to guess what their signs
Oh,
are.
okay.
Oh, okay, you're better at it. So
I
go
feel like,
ahead.
are you Virgo?
Mm-mm. Close. I
But
think
not in any of your signs? Do you know what
I
your
don't
rising
know.
and your moon?
I don't know what my moon or my rising.
Oh,
I'm going to look
okay, if
this
you're
up.
not a Virgo, then maybe, okay, I think you're either a Sagittarius or a Pisces or a Gemini.
No.
Oh, Gemini, you have 2%.
No, I'm wrong, damn it. But, what do you think?
I don't want to play this guessing.
What?
No, go for it.
No.
Oh, it
Damn
could
it.
be a Taurus. I was
Because I
thinking
was like
that
enjoying
too.
yourself, like relax.
See, I'm not
Okay, but
as
you-
educated on all the signs.
Yeah,
like
she
you
needs to
guys
know what her
are.
rising and her moon is. 'cause
Should
it
I
could be
Google
that.
it?
Bailey's a Taurus.
Okay.
But you need to know, like, what time
I'm trying to
you're
look my
born.
rising.
Oh,
That
okay.
is so funny.
Yeah, no, I've never looked at my moon sign, but I know there's those things. I just like so
Do
passionate.
you
about
know
my moon.
when your birth time is?
It's like I don't know the down to the minute.
But like
Literally
around.
every
5,
time.
6 a.m.
Okay, if you download that, what is that?
Happy
app?
Astrology.
No, the app.
Co-star.
Co-Star.
I'll tell you.
Co-star. Okay,
Co-star
I'm
app.
gonna actually
We'll have a
do
discussion
They'll
after.
actually get you to enter like your birthday, like where you were born.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
then
do this so often. Like, I go see a medium, and every time they ask me what time I'm born, and I have to text my dad. And he's like, can you stop? Can you write this down? Because I probably asked him like 50 plus times.
it's like, hey dad, what
She
time was I
asked you
born?
that?
Yeah.
She's never asked me. Well, I
We've
went
been
one time,
once.
but
That's so funny.
we go to this medium in Coquitlam.
Yeah.
She's so cool.
She's so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really talented.
You guys should go if you believe in that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all over
All about that.
We should connect you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, now I'm like, I need to go down the list now of all the
Did you
other
guess
things.
mine?
You didn't guess.
No.
Let me
We're
think.
really close.
Yeah, we are really
Oh,
close.
Like she's
Like on the calendar wise?
yeah, she's on the cusp of my sign.
Oh my. What is it? Let me think.
I'm so
I love
confused.
this game.
Are you an Aries?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
I feel like there's not that many left.
I know.
Oh my god! Libra.
Leo.
Libra. Leo.
She's a Leo.
I'm a
Leo.
Leo.
You're a Leo.
Cancer. Go.
Cancer?
No,
Yeah.
Cancer.
Oh
That's
my
why when you said Virgo, I'm like,
God.
oh, close. But no, I'm like
Cancer.
3 days into Leo from
Yeah.
Cancer.
Wow.
Okay, I bet you your moon is probably something wild.
I feel like your moon
Wild?
is a
I know
fire
you're rising.
sign.
You're rising.
Your
You guys think
rising
I'm
is a fire
wild?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm
You
not
100% have some fire in you.
Yeah, because you're not a
100%.
water. Cancers are water signs.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
not a
I'm a
water
fire
sign.
sign.
Are you? Okay, so I'm pretty like emotional, but that's the Cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But I
like-
swear you have some Virgo in you too.
We're gonna look this up after.
Yeah.
I know, we're gonna post
Yeah,
our
like,
results
I know a
later.
bit about Virgo. Like, they're very organized and very,
'Cause
like,
I'm a-
detail-oriented,
I'm a
right?
Virgo rising and
Yeah.
Virgo moon, so I'm like super
Or some
OCD.
Capricorn or something. Because
Maybe.
I have Capricorn and I'm very like.
Yeah, wait, what are you? So you're Virgo?
No, I'm a Pisces,
Pisces?
sun, but
Water,
then-
right?
Water, yeah, water. And
But she
then
has a double Virgo,
Virgo
so she's
moon, Virgo rising.
yeah.
What is Virgo? Like, what? Oh, not water, but, like...
Earth.
oh, okay.
Is it Earth?
Yeah, it's an Earth sign.
And what's your sign?
I'm Sagittarius. So I'm
Okay,
very,
my
like,
sister's Sagittarius.
But you're like a Leo
and
rising.
I'm a Leo
Oh,
Leo moon.
Leo moon.
Okay.
And a Gemini rising.
Gemini
Ooh.
rising.
What a
So-
mix.
So they're all very like intense,
Yeah,
like
very intense.
like poppin', you know.
I've
And I'm like,
dated
okay,
so
that's
many Geminis. It's insane. I've dated so
I heard
many.
Gemini men are like trouble.
They are.
You know, you're just like,
I can attest to that.
What's Jordan?
He's a Libra.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Libra's
a good sign.
They're balanced.
Yeah, your boyfriend's a Libra.
Yeah, but they're very indecisive.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan's like that. I'm like a nurturing and a motherly.
Oh, that's a
figure of the
Cancer.
group.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, guys,
I'm very stubborn, so.
Yeah, me too, though. But I think
that could be
Cancer-
Taurus. Tauruses
Yeah.
are stubborn.
I love
And they like
I love
nice
astrology.
things.
Me too. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you have one fire sign and a Taurus.
I
in
feel like
there or
that.
something.
Yeah, that's true.
It's happening.
We'll find out.
It's happening.
We'll let you know, yeah.
It's happening.
And our next random question is, what is the best and worst thing about being a woman?
Periods are the worst
I was
thing.
gonna say that.
Cramps.
Shopping, online shopping,
Is
best
the best
thing.
thing.
We have the. You can attest. Like I have an online shopping problem.
A huge online shopping problem. Guys,
Once
she's
a week,
ordered
once a month.
every day.
Every day.
Every day something gets shipped to her place or her P.O.
Okay,
box.
well, no.
Really, why are you lying?
Some of it I don't buy.
Okay, but still.
But yeah, shopping. And then also like I think being women, we connect with each other so much differently than men do, and it's like deeper and more meaningful in a way. So I love that about being a woman. A woman? A woman?
A woman. A woman.
Yeah, like I just think that we, especially over the past couple of years, like women have really come together and supported each other, and I love that connection and like having. I just feel like girls talk to each other so much differently than guys do. They're not like, bro, yeah, cool.
Fist bump and
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is so
Like we get
true.
drunk and
Protein
have
shake.
heart-to-hearts and cry and like help each other in the bathroom, fix each other's lipstick.
Yeah.
Guys aren't doing that.
Give your last hair tie.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
I think for me, and this is probably like so deep compared to what you just said, but
Online shopping and periods? What do you mean?
like the worst thing being a woman, and especially for me in the service industry, is being sexualized so
Yeah.
much. Like I struggle with that so much, and like wanting to check people in their place, but then like I won't get a tip. So, and then on the flip side, I think the best thing is for us, like we can totally revamp our whole look any way we want. Like guys, I mean, they can wear makeup, they just don't. But like we can like literally look like a rat, a queen by night.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
love that.
Yeah.
Rat
A
to
rat.
queen.
I like how you
That's
chose
very
rat.
dramatic.
I'm 99% rat. Like a sewer rat.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
We've got some rat qualities.
Oh my god, that rat video.
No,
Oh,
we're not going
talking-
there today. We're not
There's like
going
this
there
rat
today.
YouTube video.
Cancel.
I'll show you after.
We're not. We'll link it below.
Oh god. Oh my god. Okay, moving on.
Worst.
What is one of the most embarrassing things that you've done, both of you?
I can. I've told this one on our podcast
I know,
before, so I'll let you guys, your listeners, hear this one. I was serving at work, and is this the one you thought I was gonna tell?
I was thinking mine.
Oh,
I'm selfish.
okay, gotcha.
Leo.
I was serving at work, and I was about to be off, and I had to run some food to a table quickly. So I'm like running to the table. It's my last thing I'm doing before I leave and walk off the floor. And I show up to the table, and it's my doctor, and he's with
Your doctor.
yeah. I'm like, oh, like I'm like taking off. I'm taking it back, and I'm like, hey, like how's it going? And he's like, good. He's with 2 kids. I'm like, oh, are these your grandkids?
Oh my god.
Stab to the heart.
Yeah. He was like, these are my kids.
Oh god.
And I was like, instead of being like, oh, that's what I meant, or like, I'm so sorry, or like, nice to meet you guys, I was like, really?
Oh my god.
I was so
It's classic
embarrassed.
Jacci.
I didn't go to the doctor for like months
Yeah.
because I was too scared.
I
Get
would
a new-
switch doctors.
Me too. I would
Yeah.
get a new doctor.
Like how cringe is every time I think back to it, I'm like, oh my
What?
god, why am I like this?
What was his reaction?
He was like, no, these are my kids. And I was really, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, have a good day. Like,
Peace out, I'm off.
nice to
Oh my
see you next time.
He's gonna write you some nasty prescriptions.
Right?
Sometimes.
It's not going to diagnose you. It's just going to let you suffer.
Yeah, he's just gonna write you some vitamins when you really need like actual medicine.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that was like cringiest
That's
moment.
pretty funny.
For sure.
I told an embarrassing story on our podcast, but I don't know if I should share it on here. what I caught.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they might not know what it is, or they might, I don't know, I didn't.
We're game.
Okay.
It's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I was
okay.
so,
We're pretty inappropriate.
so I was at a house party, like, probably 4 or 5 years ago, and it was a guy's house, and it was with a bunch of friends, and I was, like, newer to this friend group, and I'm pretty drunk at this point, so I'm sitting on a couch, and they start throwing things around the house, and then all of a sudden, I have very fast reflexes, so they threw something, and somebody said, think fast, and I, like, just went up, and I caught it, and then I brought it down, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh my god, and, like, dropped it because it was a fleshlight.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
A fleshlight is a tool that a man uses when he is solo.
Just, yeah, that's the best way to describe it. Solo.
That was such a mature way.
I didn't want it to be like, you put your dick in there.
I thought it would be like a dildo or something.
It's like the male version of a dildo.
Oh, it's
Reverse.
a reverse dildo.
Yeah, reverse dildo.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
And
I'll
I
Google it for
dropped
you.
it so fast, darted to the bathroom, and spent probably like half an hour in there. Like, I felt like I needed to shower.
Yeah, ew.
So, yeah, there was that.
Oh, God.
But it wasn't even your fault.
No, but like, lesson learned. Don't have
Yeah.
fast
Don't stick your
reflexes.
hand up and catch anything in the air.
Yeah. Well, that was me when I dropped a knife and I was like, oh, let me go grab it. And then I was like, nope, I'm going to.
I do that a lot.
I was like,
after
I went
drop
like this
knives.
and I was like, nope, never mind, cancel.
I do that with my hot straightener. If I like, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, nope, no, let it break.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We're going to our last section.
Oh, okay. Let's see the evil
This is
hand.
a lightning round, this
Okay.
or that.
Oh,
you
no.
can answer just as it comes up
Both
right
of
away.
you together.
Both of you.
Okay. Get in the zone.
Pressure is on.
Because we judge.
We hella judge.
God.
Okay?
Guys, what kind of...
There is a right answer.
Oh, wow. Okay,
What
now
kind
I'm
of
scared.
We're saucy like that.
I like it.
Good to see our true signs.
I want you guys to tell us after each time what this or that you are.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
This is a true test.
First
Not a
one is red or blue.
Red.
Red.
Red for me.
I'm not even thinking. I'm just gonna go.
Blue.
What?
Spicy.
What if?
She said blue. I was like blue, and she's like,
Whoa!
Red, spicy
She's
red.
like learning new things about me.
I
Today.
guess I could.
Do you
see
guys
that.
change these every episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having a pregnant teenage daughter or druggy, junky teenage daughter.
Pregnant.
I'd say pregnant.
Pregnant.
Yeah.
It ends in 9 months.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, no.
Well, yeah, but like,
It's
I
like
don't know.
another 18
It's
years.
better than...
But then you'd have to take care of, most likely help her. take
yeah, but I
care
feel
of her.
like
better
if
than
you,
a druggie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
that's
drunk.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. This took a dark.
Motherhood.
Where do these questions come from? I didn't pick them this time, so.
Was it you?
I love it.
Be in a gunfight or a knife fight?
Knife.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
really?
Yeah, knife, then you don't always necessarily die.
Yeah.
I would say gut.
I'm really just
Right?
reacting. Why?
Because you
want
kill
to
them faster.
I don't want to be a murderer.
I want to die fast.
You're gonna die. I'm like, I'm gonna fight
A
them.
knife fight, you could just whack it out of their hand and then be done.
I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
that's
think.
true.
Knife.
But
I'm
see,
thinking.
but the bullet would get lodged in you. But the knife just comes
Oh
out.
no, but I'd just be like,
But you
could
could like die.
Just
Do it. I'll put my gun down. Just kill me.
Just shoot me now.
Such different views. Kill me now. I can kill them
Yeah,
faster.
like I can take them.
I think I'm like that too, though. Like I would rather die than fight.
Really?
Well, you
Wow.
feel the knife pain. And
Oh. Yes. Well, this is really dark.
We really are learning a lot.
These are all. I didn't pick these questions. Okay. Mine are usually very gentle.
We should
Like-
ask them our question.
Yeah, we
after.
will. You'll
All right.
hate us. You'll hate us.
Be rich or have superpowers.
Rich.
Superpowers.
I say rich.
Because then I can
I
get
was
rich.
thinking superpowers too. So
But
I
if
can
it's,
like
like,
go
rich-
like money.
Exactly. And other things.
But if I
Money.
was rich, I could just make it like Iron Man. Like I could
No,
just
but you'd
make
have to
it.
be smart like Iron Man first.
I could hire someone.
I guess it's okay. It depends what superpower.
Yes, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah.
because
Okay,
It just says superpowers.
Yeah, 'cause
more
you
than
could
like
one.
if it's climbing a wall, no, I'll be rich.
Yeah.
but if you can time travel, you can still be poor, and that won't be fun.
Yeah.
You can time travel to like the dumpster to sleep in.
Why a dumpster?
I don't know. Dumpsters and rats.
No, if I'm time traveling, I'm going somewhere where I can, like, change the course of my financial future.
Okay.
You could steal something and then go back to your time.
Huh. Okay. Deep again. Let's go very deep.
Okay.
We're twisted.
All right. Fight off a crocodile or fight off a bear?
A bear.
I'm pretty sure a bear.
I don't
I
want to
don't
fight
know.
either.
I don't want
I
to
feel
fight
like-
either, but crocodile teeth, like, and the length of their mouth.
No, I would rather do a crocodile.
I feel like a crocodile's smaller, though, than a bear.
Yeah, like a
Right?
bear.
In what universe?
Because a bear is so large. Like, I don't feel like I
Actually,
could take
you
a
know
bear.
what? I take it back because I feel like a crocodile can't really run that fast. I feel like
Because
a bear,
if you do the
could-
zigzag run, then the crocodile can't figure it out.
Why do you know that?
I learned it. I watch a lot of animal not documentaries, those animal
Earth.
nature shows.
I learned something new today.
What?
Zigzag away from a
Seriously?
crocodile.
Google it, I swear.
So funny.
Well, they do.
I'm
yeah,
gonna link it below.
I just crocodiles are.
But I'm thinking like
Also,
you're
I
in
feel
a
like there's
fight
less-
with them.
Oh, like it's already caught.
Yeah,
me
like
and
you
I'm
can't
so-
like run away. Like you're like fighting them.
So the bear would just completely overpower.
Yeah,
you,
that's
so
what
I
I-
choose.
I
I choose
crocodile.
crocodile.
I
as
think
my
crocodile
answer.
too, because like the bear would kill me.
Yeah,
The crocodile would snap your arms off.
yeah,
It's over.
but like
either
not as bad. I don't think.
way.
The bear would
But then you
like,
just end up amputated versus
For me,
dead.
it's just like, what's a quicker death? Remember we're back to
Yeah,
that.
we're back
She's
there.
like,
yeah.
bear.
The bear, then the bear.
Wait, did you choose crocodile?
Oh, I didn't pick.
What do you want?
What do I want?
It's like a menu item. What are you
I'm already
getting?
in a fight with. I think bear. It's okay.
What?
Because crocodiles are really creepy.
Bear
I
is
don't know.
okay.
I
I'll
guess
take
the
it.
crocodile's like wet.
Yeah, I don't.
I
wanna be in
prefer
the
a dry
swamp.
death.
I'll be on land.
Bear
Right,
is okay.
Oh my god.
All right. Oh my god. Ooh,
Oh wow. Okay.
it's hard for
Oh,
you.
this sounds
Not
good.
scared at all.
Give up wine forever or give up online shopping.
Wine.
Really?
Yeah.
Wine.
I guess you could have other types
Yeah,
of
there's other
alcohol.
alcohol.
I'm like such an alcoholic.
You
I'm
know,
like, I
that's
don't
exactly
get-
my thought.
You're like calculating, like, what else can I
Because I
do?
could shop in store.
No, I'm too lazy for that.
Hell no.
Yeah, definitely wine.
But you get, like, the best deals online, I
That's
swear.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you
Okay,
find
fine.
those
I'll
little secret-
drink gin.
Thank you. Me too.
Kill a butterfly or lose $100.
I'm sorry, but
What?
Why?
What? I just want to know where this came from in your
I
head.
literally Googled it. Like it's like Google.
I honestly, I'd probably
questions?
lose $100.
I would kill.
I would kill a butterfly.
I'm a vegan.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, I don't
I'm the
think I
girl
can
who like
kill
will find a
butterfly.
spider in her house and like put it outside.
Not me.
That's
No,
what
I'm
we
like, where's
do.
the shoe?
I'm savage in a lot of other ways, but not that one.
That's like you, but I'm
Yeah,
savage.
I'll be cruel to a human, but not a animal.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll kick a person.
Jackie,
when
I'll
they're
hurt
down.
her. It's
I
fine.
need that $100 back.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy my wine.
I'll give you $100 not to kill the butterfly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Fair.
Jackie's gonna go find all the butterflies now. She's like, I have 10. Where's my $1,000?
All right. Orange bell peppers or yellow bell peppers?
Orange.
Yellow. Yellow, yeah.
I don't
think
know.
I'm a yellow.
My first thought was yellow.
But I feel like orange might
But-
be sweeter.
yeah,
It's like
same.
orange color.
Okay, orange.
I do like green most.
Same.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Green's like my least
Why?
favorite.
No, green's my favorite.
And I love green or red.
I like the red ones.
Red ones
I think
aren't bad.
Red ones are my favorite.
Green, red, orange, yellow.
I think orange and yellow are too sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. This is a deep ass question.
I know, we're like,
Bell pepper.
Also, I think we might be the only two people on the planet Earth that like green bell peppers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like.
And we've never known that
I
about
don't
each
think
other.
I know anyone that likes green
Yeah,
bell
me
peppers.
either.
I don't know. I love. Them.
I love them.
And
If I go to
pizza.
Subway and I get a sandwich, that's like the one thing I'm like,
Wow.
extra
I
green
love
peppers.
green peppers. I don't know. I like their taste.
Interesting.
I'm just like
I'm like shook.
moving on.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Have Spider-Man abilities or mind control over 1 million ducks?
Over 1 million ducks? What?
Spider-Man abilities.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
I would go for mind control if it wasn't over ducks.
Was this on Google?
Yeah, this was like
Where are you? What site are you?
Yeah,
using?
where? What?
I just let it Google. What is
I would
that?
love to go through your Google history.
But like
Spider-Man, obviously.
Yes, I think that's like the smart answer. But then like ducks, like that'd be so cool. Like if you hate someone, you just like get the ducks to like fly, like attack them.
Ducks don't fly though.
Yes, they do.
Well, they like flap. But they're not like they don't do long distance flying.
They're like, yo, my ducks.
They fly.
I thought
They migrate when like
I thought you watched the Animal Channel.
yeah, you're the one who knows to zigzag from a crocodile, but not the duck's fly.
I like to watch Savage Predators. Okay, not ducks.
My favorite part was they just flap.
I thought they just flap.
Oh my god! I wonder if they can even hear us over our laughing.
Like across the pond, kind of thing, not like long distance.
They fly. They migrate.
Damn it!
You learned something new today.
All right,
last one. Take $30,000 right now.
300.
Oh, 3. Can you ask the last question? I'm like, what?
Take $300,000 right now, or a 45% chance to win $25 million.
300,000.
Yeah.
Really?
Give me the money now, dude. But I can turn that 300,000.
I guess so. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. 300,000.
100%.
I don't know what my answer is.
45%.
25%'s a high. Oh, what was 45?
45%.
Yeah, 45.
I'm a
it's
gambler.
like-
I'm gonna go with the 45.
So it's like less than half.
Yeah. Nah.
yeah, but it's better than like
300,000.
1% that everybody plays for the lottery.
300,000.
I feel
I
like
could buy a house right now.
that's true.
Yeah.
My first instinct would be
else.
to take
I could
the
jump
chance.
through the house.
Take the chance.
I dig the
Because
chance.
it's like you don't have it anyways.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah. But then, I don't know.
I don't know, 300,000.
You're supposed to be my twin.
Fine. Change my
Okay, guys, we have this.
Okay,
yeah, we
okay,
have
okay.
one for you.
rather.
Okay.
Okay.
You say the first part.
Okay, would
It's
you?
really dirty.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do your,
okay.
parents,
And this is our favorite question to ask
do your
everybody.
parents listen?
Mm,
No.
When I
don't
first
think
met
I
her-
think so.
The first time I ever met her boyfriend, I was drunk and I asked him this question. First
Okay,
time ever.
I'm scared.
So would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life, or
Or join in one time.
Someone has asked me this before.
there's one right answer?
I think I would watch.
Yeah, because that would be really wrong to join in.
I know you're so thinking about
I'm
it.
just like,
But then it's like every day for the rest of my life, though, that I'm.
But you would get
watching.
accustomed to
you get
it.
numb
Yeah, I
to
guess
it.
so.
I don't think I would ever.
But you could like.
No, I don't think I would ever get accustomed to it. I would just be like on edge every single. And I'd be like, not again. No.
Wait,
No.
what if they're quick? Like 2 minutes, it's fine. You're just like, okay, here we go.
Just have your
All right.
laptop out. And you're like,
You're just doing
Good
your
job,
work,
Sue.
and then they're like right there. And you're just
oh
like,
my god. So yeah, my boyfriend said he joined in one
It's
time.
yeah,
Oh, God.
and
We've
I've
actually-
never been the same.
We've met a few other, mostly guys say they
Yeah.
joined in one time just to get it over with. I think it's.
But then
messed
you
up.
really explain to them what would happen, and they really rethink their answer.
yeah, like
It's so gross to think about.
Ew, I can't. That's wrong.
Right? It's so wrong. When my mom heard we asked that on the podcast, she was like, that's bad.
you should be like, you should tell it on your podcast.
Yeah, you should tell
She'll be like,
you should
no,
ask.
I don't need help anymore.
All right,
All right.
we're just like, bye.
Bye.
Just get up, walk away.
Oh man,
Well, that is all.
that was fun.
Yeah,
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
thanks
For the
coming.
laughs. That was
Yeah,
good.
so many laughs.
Hey Glow Gang, thanks for listening. Did you love this episode or what? As promised, we made a killer freebie for you, so hit up woglow.com or check out the link in the description for how to start a podcast in 7 simple steps. Give us your 5 golden stars on iTunes and we'll be your best friends, I swear. And please share this episode with your babes that need some glow and will benefit from this. Thank you.